What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday afternoon or Friday morning, depending on where you are in the world or when you're watching this. My name is Bradley Sutton. I'm joined by my partner in crime,
Matt Benton. Good afternoon, folks.
We're with Helium 10, and this is episode 26 of our AMA, Ask Me Anything. So we've got tons of viewers coming on. Appreciate the support. Adam gets the first comment of the day. Let's see who gets the first comment of the day every time. The first live comment of the day, right?
Put him up.
Let's put him up.
We have
Adam, how's it going? All right, Mike and Kim. We got two people on one Facebook profile. I like that. All right, welcome, guys. This is the show. This is the show. We're calling it a show already. I think we're getting too full of ourselves here. I don't know. No, this is the show that we ask, or you guys ask us, and we answer, hopefully, any question you might have, especially about Helium 10, sometimes about Amazon in general, and we go over a little different nugget of the weekends. Now, before I get into this week's nugget, as always, Matt is going to let you newbies, which are very welcome here, let you guys know exactly what Helium 10 is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Could be new to Amazon or a completely seasoned vet, but new here at least. Helium 10 is an all-in-one tool suite for Amazon sellers. We're the most reliable, most accurate, and best
We're the best
value.
accurate speech writers.
Listen, we've got everything from product research to keyword research to listing optimization, giveaway units, competitor spying, hijacker alerts, keyword tracking, profits, our new financial analytics tool. For those of you who got in, it just closed up, so you're very, very lucky. Should be opening again soon. Refunds, and pretty much anything else you need to sell on Amazon. Again, we're an all-in-one tool suite now at this point. And if you haven't downloaded the Helium 10 extension, you can do that at helium10.com/extension.
All right, I am just having some fun here right now. Let's see if this works here. We're going to try something new. This is a brand new feature of Be Live. Let's see. What country are you in, guys? I don't know. Can you like click on this? Let's see. I'm going to try and see if you guys can actually see something right here and click on it. And let's see. Oh, people are clicking on it, so it must have something here. Guys, click on this. What country are you in? You in USA? You in Australia, UK, or other? I'm just curious. We're gonna put here. Oh, other 50%. If you click on the other, please put in the comments where y'all are from. Barkus says, "Who's Bradley?" Barkus. I don't know this weirdo. We gotta bring Barkus on the call. Look at all this. All right, this is working. We got how many votes do we have here so far? We got 2 votes for USA. We've got, hey, somebody said Australia. Click on Australia. That has 0 votes right now. So who said that? Or no, Austria. No, Wendy, make sure to vote for Australia here. Let's see. This is pretty cool. We're having fun with Be Live right here. All right. Howard's from California. Fabrizio's from Italy. Adam's from Australia.
New Zealand. We got a lot of folks.
All right. There's 2 people from Australia here, but you guys have not clicked on the vote. Why haven't you voted? Aren't you proud of being Australian? All right, guys. Anyways, we're just having fun here. It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the week. It's almost Friday. So, can't click on the iPhone. Okay. All right. So Be Live. You guys suck. Can't click on this poll. I'm going to take off this poll. All right. USA barely has the most. We got other votes. All right. Awesome. So that's kind of cool. It's interesting to know that there is a big portion of our viewers who are from other countries.
Oh yeah. Right? All over the world. We're a worldwide group here. Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into things. I had mentioned that I wanted to talk to you guys about how you can actually save different products to a list. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Let me just go ahead and do that right now. Let's see. Share. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and do my first one, which is collagen peptides, as always. Now, let's say you're doing product research and you want to look at 5 or 10 different markets. Now, this is important because sometimes you're not exactly sure which market you want to get into. You might have been using Black Box, all right? You're using Black Box and you find like 10 different products. And so your question is, oh man, which one do I want to go with? So maybe, yeah, you're going to eventually select one of them, but you don't want to lose all this information that you've been searching for. So let's say you say, hey, collagen peptides is a kind of cool product. I want to look into this, and if I do, the one that I found that I want to emulate is this one. So watch what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this little pin right here, save to my list. All right, so keep that in mind. I picked that one. All right, so I saved that to my list. Now we're going to do Matt's test, which is garden rake.
Garden rake, yes,
Garden
sir.
rake. All right, so maybe I found this product in black box, and I'm like, I start looking at the niche, and I'm like, whoa, this is pretty cool, and this product here looks like something I would really want to look at. So I'm gonna save that to my list. Somebody else right now, go ahead. I know it'll take about 30 seconds for you guys to see it. Please give me another search to do right now. So while you guys are writing another search, Matt, can you give me another one, maybe?
Christmas lights.
Christmas lights. All right. So yeah, this is actually a good one. This is something good that I'm going to explain because this is a seasonal product. So I'm going to go ahead and X-ray it, right? And then I'm looking here and I see, wow, 13,000 units. I definitely want to, save that one to my list. And let's see, did anybody do anything? Howard says finger puppets. All right. I can honestly say I have never, ever searched for finger puppets on Amazon. So, wow, this is a thing. Look at this. That's pretty interesting. All right, finger puppets. So then maybe I'm, searching. I'm like, what kind of cool thing? Any cool guys crushing it right here? Oh, he's selling 500. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to do this. All right. So now, why would you do this? Okay, maybe you've just spent hours and hours of product research and you have 10 different products, or in this case, 4 or 5 that you really want to, narrow it down. All right. So now I'm going to go to Helium 10. Now, if you notice, I was hitting my list on everything. Now watch what happens when I go right here, my list, boom. Those ones that I just did are all right here. And from here, you can't do this on Amazon, especially if you're looking at different product niches. Now I can open up X-ray on the collagen peptides search results, and I'll have all the collagen peptides, but it's not like on one page I can open up X-ray for all these different kinds of products in completely different categories. So this way I can all save it now to one list that I can go back to. So now from here, I might look into it. Let me look at what kind of reviews have they been doing. So remember, this is a lot of the functionality that's in X-ray. A lot of you guys don't know this, but here in Black Box, you've got all those things that you have in X-ray right here. The monthly sales, I can go to their daily sales. Without clicking out of this screen, I can go from a collagen peptide to a finger puppet and look at what their sales are. Another reason this is cool is, let's say you do decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and launch finger puppets. All right. So I'm going to launch finger puppets. Good to go. That's all I have money for. I'm just going to launch one product at a time. Well, you don't want to forget about these other products. So now you launch this and you're successful. And now it's time, like, okay, now I have enough money. I want to go ahead and launch another product. Well, all you have to do now is go back to your list to see the things that you had researched in the past. Another cool thing that this is, instead of just like saving or bookmarking things, on Amazon, what if all of the sellers went out of stock on this listing? Well, you wouldn't be able to X-ray that anymore in Amazon. It wouldn't come up in the search results. It would just disappear. But here, even if everybody went out of stock, you're still going to have that visibility because we capture that in our database. Right here in Black Box. So guys, if you never knew about how that feature existed, please put below. Please put, I didn't know that. But if you knew it, probably John Hoff knows. I don't know. I don't even see John Hoff saying hi today, so he might be not on. But if that's new information or you guys think that's cool, put a little comment below. I'm curious to see. Or if this was the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life and you already knew this, let me know as well. But let me see what kind of comments we've been getting to catch up in the meantime.
I really enjoy pinning products. Bradley, let me cut you off here. Like, if we didn't have this feature, I'd probably have 20 tabs open in one of my Chrome windows, or I'd have a giant spreadsheet with a million links on it that I can't differentiate between the links or tell even what they are. And by pinning your products and saving them in Black Box, you've got the images here, you've got the historical sales numbers, and all the other data that you need when you're doing product research. So this is just a quick and easy way to, I guess, pin products for later, and a clean, easy way to do it, all inside your dashboard.
All right. Yeah. So guys, remember, if you have questions today, put them here. Put them right here at the bottom, and we'll try and get to them. But if you're watching this on the replay, notice what Gabby put right here. If you're watching this on the replay, you're not live anymore. make sure to go to this website, bookmark it, helium10.com/questions, and we'll be able to get to your questions from there. Our first live question of the day is Amar. Will Helium 10 work for Amazon UK and Europe? Matt.
Answer to your question is yes. We just launched Black Box and X-Ray. They both now work in the UK and Germany. And we've got a few other European markets coming very soon. Usually when we say we have things coming soon, they come sooner than we anticipate. So the rest of the European markets, am I speaking incorrectly, Bradley? Are they already here? Or are we still waiting on Spain, France, and Italy?
Spain, France, and Italy, I believe, for some of our tools we're still waiting for. Some like Cerebro, I believe, are working. But as far as the Chrome extension, we've just got the 2 marketplaces for now in Europe. So you were 100% correct as far as I know.
So Omar, the rest of them are coming very, very soon.
All right. I'm glad to know that I didn't bore people. That Martha said, that's awesome. Habecca, I love that. That's not Rebecca. That's Habecca. Said he or she did not know. Danny says it's new info. Awesome. Guys, give us tidbits too. Like, go ahead and submit down below. I'm picking kind of like the nugget of the day, that we're going to go over. But if there's something that's been stumping you about how something works, I could totally use that and go over it like at the intro of our next. Or Matt can go. Matt goes over some of these too. So let us know if there's something that's really been stumping you that can't be just answered really quick in a 1 minute question right here. We'll probably look into doing that a little bit later.
I want to pin Howard's question. Howard says, how do you recommend selling funny mugs for Christmas? That's a really interesting market to get into, is kind of those quirky, funny looking products. And the way that I've seen folks get into that market is just based on keyword search volume. Like, you'd be shocked at the amount of crazy keywords and how much volume certain keywords have, like unicorn mug or random things. So I would actually do my product research for a market like that in one of our keyword tools. So maybe Cerebro or Magnet. And I would make my product research kind of like keyword research.
All right. Excellent. Thank you for that question, Howard. Thank you for that answer, Matt. All right. Let's go and switch gears now. We're going to go, we'll get back to these live questions a little bit, but last episode, we neglected to do any of the helium10.com/question. So I really want to see if we can knock out as many of these as possible. So rapid fire. All right. Well, this is not good for rapid fire because Chris just gave a question that's about 7 paragraphs long here. So let me just paraphrase. It says, when using Keyword Tracker, how does the ranking affect the product? For example, what happens when you're within rank 50? The reason I ask is I'm ranking within the top 20 to 50 on some keywords, but when I use Cerebro, I don't rank organically for the same keyword. Are they different? Sorry, I didn't realize I had to submit the question here. All right. Excellent question, Chris. So what happens is the ranks are taken at a different time. Now, I hope everybody can see here. So for example, let me go quickly to Cerebro. And I'm just going to pull up, for time's sake, a search I've done in the past. I did a demo this morning, and I went over a pot and pan, all right? So right here, it will say where their position rank is. Like non-stick pan, it's 1. And this probably still is number 1. Let's just take a look. Is that the right one? Quiznart 622. Yeah, 635. All right, so here we go. This is a perfect example. Right here, it's no longer in the first position. It's probably like down here at number 3 or 4. All right. So that's why we have this right here, which is called age, because it is going to tell you when exactly it was or at what period of time it was caught at rank position 1. So it's sometime within the last 7 days. This is not a live, figure. Now, if you're in Keyword Tracker, it's actually giving you way more up-to-date ranks, because if you have Boost turned on, how often is that searching for if you have Boost?
Boost is every hour.
Every hour. So, for example, let me see if I'm tracking any keywords here. Here's a collagen peptide. So like right here, this is at rank 23. So it could be different in Cerebro. So remember, Cerebro is it checks either every few days or at the very least every 30 days. Like you won't see anything that says it was checked over 30 days ago. So that's why you might see different ranks, because it's taken at different points in time. So thank you for that question, Chris. Let me go ahead and mark you as answered. We have a question here from Matt. Why has from Charles? This is from Charles. Why has the indexing indicator been removed from the keyword tracking tool? So like before, it said index yes or no. So Charles is asking, why is that gone?
Yeah, Charles, thanks for your question. We removed that feature from Keyword Tracker, and it's now in Index Checker, formerly 5K Checker. And you can see in there the different, I guess, methods that we show for indexing. So we've come to find out that indexing isn't the same as it used to be. Now there's a number of different ways and methods that you can index, a few of them being the traditional storefront, the field index check, and the PPC index check. So there's a few different methods in there, but the best way to check for indexing and that indicator, like you referenced, is in Index Checker.
Yeah, so we took that off because now we wanted to really show you guys all the nitty gritty behind the scenes as well. So look at all of these columns. Like there's no way we can fit all of this onto the keyword tracker. So that's why we have just restricted it now to this tool that we renamed from 5K Checker to Index Checker. So right here is where you'll be able to check that. So thank you very much, Charles, for that. Let's see. Can you explain, this is a question from Audrey. Let me see if I can actually post this. Here we go.
Can you explain the parameters in Cerebro competitor search?
All right. I'm not that's too big to post. All right, that's fine. So can you explain the parameters in Cerebro competitor search? So we're going to go to Cerebro, and I'm going to just pick a random one. Let's just go ahead and pick this. Everybody can see my screen. Yes, good. All right. So I'm assuming that she's talking about get competitors. If not, I apologize, but here's what we can do. What this is going to do now is it's going to compare this ASIN. All right. So this ASIN most likely, let's just say it's ranking for 2,000 different keywords, somewhere in the top 306. It's going to go find in our database of 450 million products, which products share the most common ranked keywords. So if this product here is ranking for 2,000, maybe this one here is ranking for 1,500 of the same exact ones, and then 500 are just other ones. Maybe this one is 1,450, something like that. So this is going to allow me to go ahead and select, instead of trying to find the competitors, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to compare myself to all of these and watch what happens when I hit close. Now it puts it all right here. So now I can compare this ASIN to these. So that's what the get competitors feature is. So thank you for that question, Audrey. Another question: where can I rewatch this seminar, Matt?
A number of places now. So you can go to our Facebook page, and the page, not the group, the page, and then hit videos on the left. We're also adding these as we speak to YouTube. So just in the last couple of days, we've been going back through these videos and adding them to YouTube. And it's actually been kind of funny to see how far things have come, and how many of you have been with us since literally episode 1. It's been a lot of fun. So you can view those in 2 places, not just live here, but on the Facebook page and on YouTube now. So if you're not on our YouTube channel, now would be a great time to subscribe. We're putting out a ton of content there, and not just Helium 10 related things, a lot of Amazon related content too. So hope that helps.
What other of our social media should they follow other than us on YouTube?
Yeah, Instagram. Absolutely. Follow us on Instagram. We've got a few teammates here in the office that are having a lot of fun building that out and have a lot of new fun things coming. So stay tuned for Instagram.
And our latest post featuring this guy here who just did his 1-year anniversary at Helium 10. So all of you guys do a round of applause there, or give a heart or a thumbs up in Matt's honor for having his 1-year anniversary here at Helium 10. He's one of our veterans here. He's worked here a lot longer than I have. So
flying by.
Everybody, please send him some emojis at the bottom, thumbs up, hearts, whatever emoji, or the wow emoji. I'm going to go ahead and send a couple on my computer right here. Look at all those emojis coming through. Look at all the love coming through for Matt. All right, I'm going to hit a couple wows. There's a couple hearts. All right, there we go. All right, so that's on Instagram. And did you say how they can find us?
Yep.
Or what is it? It's called Helium 10 software, right?
Yeah, okay, Helium 10 software. I think someone else grabbed the other handle before us, or doesn't even use it. So Helium 10
Shame on
software.
you, whoever did that. All right, let's go on with the questions. Another one here from Susan. in Cerebro, when do you use organic results versus sponsored? I usually use organic results because I'm just doing strict keyword research. But for example, let's say I already did a frying pan, and out of curiosity, I wanted to see this frying pan where he comes up with in sponsored ads. Really quick, let's take 7 steps back. Matt, what is Cerebro? We've just been doing Cerebro. Oh, look at this. This is cool. This person does not have sponsored ads. So that tells me something right there. So this person has no sponsored ads for their company. And that kind of makes sense because actually I believe I was choosing a brand name, Cuisinart or something. So it's very doubtful that brand names are doing sponsored ads. But anyways, go ahead and tell them what Cerebro is.
Yeah, Cerebro's our reverse ASIN tool. So if you're kind of looking for a quick place to start in your keyword research, maybe you're doing product research and you want to see the keyword opportunities for that product or that market, I'd pick one of the top 5 or 10 competitors, run their ASIN through Cerebro, and find out which keywords they're ranking for, I guess, in the top 306 results. You can not only find their keywords organically, you can also find what keywords they're running sponsored ads with. So we've added that to the tool just recently, and that one is super helpful.
Yep. And so, guys, also take notice of here. A lot of ASINs do not run sponsored. I just did 2 in a row that they don't do sponsored ads. Actually, when I was helping sellers, a lot of times on some products, we just decided not to do sponsored ad. We had other things that we were doing, and again, brand names don't do it. So, for example, if I did organic results, I got 1,400 keywords. But if you try to do sponsored, nothing comes up because that means that they haven't been running sponsored ads on their product. So, thank you for that question, Susan. Appreciate it. Let's keep going here. All right. So can you show, this is from Yaz, another cool name. We got people with the coolest names, I swear. Yaz says, can you show us how to check if a market is okay going into without getting butchered by competition with a budget of, say, $7,000? Okay, that's interesting.
Sure. Yeah. So thanks for giving us like an example budget that really helps give, I guess, better advice for your question. The first thing to do is, I guess, look for a longer tail keyword, right? Even if you're getting into a big market where there's big players with maybe deeper pockets than you, I would start looking for longer tail keywords. And also, if you're still, looking for products like, say, in black box, and you don't have an idea of what market you want to get into yet, I would sort the filter by, I would go nothing larger than maybe 40 or 50 bucks, only because of manufacturers' minimum order quantity. So, if you have a product, say 60 bucks and up, you're probably not going to be able to buy a ton of inventory and take advantage of economies of scale and get lower pricing. So I would say find a lower price product and then also look for longer tail keywords.
Okay. Thank you for that. Who was that? Yeah. Yes. Right. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Go ahead.
And yes, like I said, even if you want to get into a bigger market with a ton of traffic in it, like massive players, the way you can do that, you can slowly work your way into that market by using those longer tail keywords. So you can slowly build your way up. And as you reorder inventory, you can get more and more and more. And to the same note, you can also pick off higher volume keywords and just slowly rank. And make sure you track your keywords in Keyword Tracker as you're going along, just so you can kind of get those small wins and you know where you stand. Maybe you aren't ranking for a keyword that you should be ranking for. So you find that in Keyword Tracker, because it shows you that, you might want to move keywords around in your listing or maybe run some PPC to it, different things like that.
All right. Let's go back really quick to some of these live questions. So let's go to Williams here, who says, do you have ways of linking several like type products to things people who bought this also bought this? So I'm assuming, William, that you might be talking about like the frequently bought together. Like, let me just pick a random finger puppet. Sponsored relay, like, yeah, right there. So I'm assuming you're talking about this frequently bought together. So if there's a way to, I think he's asking if there's a way to actually, put your product on here. Well, one of the only ways is to actually just have it happen, and we actually can help doing that. Like if you're going to run a promotion where you want people to, buy 2 things at once, check this out. I believe it's in Gems, right?
Yeah, I was going to say helium10.com/gems.
Helium10.com/gems. All right. And Gabby will put that link there for you guys if you want to click on it. And then the one would be, here it is, right here. Buy together. This sends traffic to a cart page that combines 2 or more products. So you would put the ACE in 1, how many? ACE in 2. And then it would give you a URL that somebody would just click on, and then it adds both the cart, and then they would buy both at the same time. And you don't have to do this a lot. Like, sometimes I've heard of people just doing like 5 or 10, and boom, it's going to like show up, right here in the frequently bought together, because that's actually a tactic that some sellers use to increase their sales. And it's not always their own products. Like maybe they want to be frequently bought together with one of the top sellers. That's not even theirs. That's also a method people use. Real quick, like from Danny, can you show how to optimize a title using Helium 10? Well, Danny, definitely check out about like minute 3 or 4 of episode 25, where I talk about finding laser focused keywords. So let's say you do find your laser focused keywords. The way I would do it, I would go to Scribbles here, and I would have the list of my most important keywords in phrase form. And then I'd make sure that when I'm writing the title, that it comes up here and it'll let me know if I'm using it or not. And then again, just a little tip. If you do 5 different words and then put a dash after it, it's going to be locked into your canonical URL. Now I have not seen like any data show, proving that having your canonical with a keyword helps. I've heard it does, but I don't like saying things dogmatically unless I've tested it myself. But there's been enough people to say that it does do something that I'm like, okay, I'll be inclined to do it. So what is a canonical URL? Well, here is the canonical URL. So the way they did it here was if you don't have the dash right after, Amazon will just pick random words to show up in your canonical URL. So here it put velvet, puppets, children, playtime, schools. So theoretically, they're going to get more keyword juice because that's in their canonical, especially if people are clicking on it from outside traffic such as Google. So definitely use the Helium 10 tools to, number 1, find your most important keywords, because that's the one that you want to put in your title, and then use Scribbles to make sure that you are getting all those phrases right there. So thank you for that question, Danny.
And just by adding that dash mark, Danny, is kind of the way to force, I think Bradley might have said this, but a way to force the canonical URL. So he said it does automatically take the first 5 keywords, but a good way to force it and make sure that that's in your canonical URL is to add that dash.
All right. Let's go to Anka. Anka, welcome back. How can we use sales review in Black Box? Thank you. All right. So let's go to Black Box. What that basically means is you usually would want a high sales to review, because if the sales to review, where is that at here? Sales to reviews. If the sales to review is low, or even like, less than 1, that means that they probably have a lot of reviews. So like, for example, let me just pick something. Let's say a minimum of 100, and they're selling 10,000 a month. Let's go to a baby category, and review rating, not that great. Let's just say 4.0. I have no idea what this is going to come up with, or if I'm going to break it by doing such a broad search. But let's see. I just want to show you guys examples of sales to review. So this product, sales review 352. Oh my goodness, look at this. 1.3 reviews. So basically that's saying their monthly sales is 1,400 units, but they only have 4 reviews. So that's like, wow, they're killing it, right? But they're a brand new listing. They have a really small, sales review. If only your product was on there and you had big reviews, it would be easy for you to take the sales from this customer because they're so new. But on the flip side, let's say it's like, 0.5, or something sales to review. Let me show you what kind of results you might come up with. And I think, no, you could see it. So now here's one that's, hey, they're only selling 492, but they have 400 reviews. So like this is, maybe 10 units a day, but the reviews are kind of high. All right. So here's another one. 1,800 sales, and the reviews are 994. So sales review on that one, 1.91. So those might be a little bit hard to steal sales from. So sales review is just a good indicator, Anka, of the age of the listing and their velocity. So even if they only have 3 reviews, but they're only selling 2 units a day, well, that doesn't really mean much. And so the sales review on that will be low. So that's why sometimes you can't just look at the number of reviews. to know if it's an opportunity, but you got to look at the sales reviews so that you know, so that you can have that information. Thank you, Anka. Mike and Kim say, what BSR range is good? I personally don't even look at BSR. That's just me. Do you, Matt?
I was just going to say BSR is not terribly important. You hear a lot of folks get kind of hung up on it and like, what BSR do you search for with products in this category and that? I don't worry about it a whole lot. Doesn't sound like Bradley does either.
Nope, I don't. What I care about is sales. David says, for someone who's never been familiar with Instagram, what's your suggestion for the best platform or site to review social media influencers? There's a lot of them out there. If some of you guys know some, go ahead and put it there. What's a couple of them? I don't remember.
I was just watching a YouTube video the other day that had a really good one. I don't know. I'll comment one later.
Gen.video, I think, is has one or has it. So Gen.video is good for YouTube ones, but there's plenty of them out there. I'm sure somebody else here has better information. Please post as a reply here for David to let him know. But there's plenty out there, and then you could check out who might want to review your product, and your product could go viral. Amazon loves traffic that comes from outside of Amazon.
Yeah, and those platforms are awesome for like a good supplement to rank keywords and just drive additional traffic to your product. Like Bradley said, Amazon really rewards that outside traffic. Now, on the other end of it, it is more work for you as a seller. You're probably already wearing multiple different hats in your business if you don't have many employees. So it does take some persistence. It sometimes is kind of hard to work with these influencers. So, but when you do find some good ones, it can really pay off for you big time. So I'll post something to your comment later, David, but let us know how that goes for you and if you've had any success with influencers lately.
All right.
Or at all.
Lena says, from one day to the next, I detect a large fall in sales. You'd expect sales to stay level or rise, not drop from, say, 112 to 89. Honestly, 112 to 89 isn't that big of a drop. I've seen that's kind of standard for a lot of different categories. This changes by category because, one day of the week, it could be Friday. Friday, everybody's going out. They're not gonna order as much. Or for example, a hangover, anti-hangover supplement. Probably Thursday and Friday or Wednesday. Might leading up, they might get a lot of sales. But on the actual weekend, it's already too late, so they might not get sales. So there's so many different factors. What would concern me is going from 112 to like 15 the next day. That would concern me. 112 to 89. 130 to 89, that's not going to be too alarming for me as long as the average kind of stays the same. So thank you for that, Lena. Wendy's asking when we're going to have Helium 10 for Amazon Australia. I don't believe that's going to be until first quarter of next year, if that. Right now, we got to finish up the Europe because we promised everyone that we were going to get Europe a while back, and we said fourth quarter for all marketplaces. So we gotta stick to that. Martha was talking about the training videos, how it has that little yellow thing around the mouse cursor. So like when I do training videos, if you look at the YouTube videos, when I'm going around on the screen, you can actually see like this yellow circle. But that's a program I use. So like we don't have that in Be Live. So I'm gonna see if Be Live or Facebook will do that because I can understand, especially on a phone, you could probably barely see where I'm pointing. So thank you for that.
Got it. So you can help follow his cursor around. Yeah, that would be something helpful for us too.
All right, Matt, can you help Dan out here? Dan says, what is Boost?
Dan, good question. Boost is in Keyword Tracker. So normally we track your keywords and refresh the stats every couple hours or at least once a day. Boost is a great way to track your keywords like for a launch or maybe your most important keywords that you're running PPC to or different things like that, where you want more clarity and I guess to see more action in your keywords. And Boost is going to track your keywords by the hour. So once you hit Boost, it's going to track your keywords or that keyword for 10 days every hour. Now, I'll let Bradley talk about this. Something we've seen lately, and we think it's tests that Amazon is running is giant fluctuations now that we're able to show keyword tracking by the hour. It's something you may not see in other tools, but we've seen some pretty wild fluctuations hour to hour. And we think it's because Amazon is testing a number of different things.
Yeah, so right here, I had Boost on. And for a while, it kind of leveled off here. But for a while, it's checking every hour. And so all of a sudden, one time it was at 21, and then later on it'd be at 90. So ours was one of the only tools that exposed this, that what was happening. And yeah, something similar to what Lena was talking about. It was affecting people's sales because sometimes on some browsers they'd be at 20 and then they'd be at 66. But the only way that you would know this is if you had Helium 10 keyword tracker and you were using Boost, because other tools, they just check once a day. And so it wasn't happening. Now, all of a sudden here, you can see I'm only checking once a day. All right. Really important, guys, check with your keyword tracker. These little periods mean that this was an actual check. What some people have complained to me, I don't know, who, but they said, oh yeah, I was using a keyword tracker and they said I was this rank this day. But what happens was they were only checking like once every 3 days, and then they have a line that connects it. So they're like, oh, in the middle of the line, it was at this, but that wasn't a check. So make sure, ask your keyword tracker. If you're not using Helium 10, first of all, shame on you. But if you're not, check with them to see how often they're checking, because it might be that they're not checking every day, like we are. And for sure, they're not checking every hour, like when you have Boost on. So thank you for that, Dan.
So at least right now, it's normal to see these kind of fluctuations, like Bradley said, within a couple hundred. Where Boost really pays dividends is when you don't have a keyword ranked yet, or it's not ranked very high. And that way you can see your keywords slowly start to move up the rank.
Yep. Ubaldo says, do you guys know what Cerebro means in English? Something about the brain. I know in Spanish it means brain, I'm pretty sure. And also in comic books, I believe that's a villain, right? Isn't Cerebro like, no, I don't know. That seems like a villain. That's like a good comic book villain named Cerebro. But yeah, I think Cerebro in Spanish means brain. So I'm not sure what the origin of that, what that is, but
I don't know either. Let us know.
Yeah, well, we'll ask Manny what Cerebro, why we picked Cerebro. All right. Can you talk more about get competitors? What is the keywords which is showing up? All right. So for example, let me pick a history just for time's sake. We're going to go off in a couple of minutes right here. Pull up this frying pan one more time. All right. So this frying pan has 4,624 keywords that it's ranked for. So 4,624 keywords that it's ranked for. So if I hit get competitors, it is going to find the 20 products that have the most of the same number of this 4,624 keywords. So this product here, we're not showing you exactly how many, but just know that out of all the 450 million products in our database, these 20 share the most of these 4,624, because theoretically speaking, if this product is ranking for the same keywords that you are, they're probably your close competitor. So that's the thought process behind that. So I hope that answers your question, She. Howard says, how do we get, don't tase me, bro. No, how do we get help from you, bro? Well, you get help by tuning in, Howard, every day, Tuesday or Thursday. But I know you're probably talking about like consulting or mentoring and stuff, and we don't do that. If I had $1 for every time Matt or I would get a PM asking for private one-on-one help, we'd be millionaires. We wouldn't be working here probably. But we're so busy with what we're doing, like we don't have that opportunity, because we would have to have a whole staff of probably like 100 people just focused on helping you guys, because I know mentoring is real big. But so what we instead do is we concentrate on making sure that our tools are the best possible. We're giving you guys education. So if you look, Howard, just pretend that it's a one-on-one. If you go to any of our tools, how can they get like almost like one-on-one help and tutorial on how to use this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. The blue learn button inside of every video or every tool has 5+, sometimes 10, 15 videos in there done by Manny and Bradley. Something else I'll add in a way to get a way to kind of scale everyone's time and help more people in the group is the FBA High Rollers group or the Helium 10 Facebook group. It's a good way to ask your question if it's something you can pose publicly. Myself, Bradley, and Manny even are in there almost day to day and respond to as many questions as possible. So if you want to talk to us, I guess one-on-one, that's the best place to do it. Just pose a question in the group. If we can't get to it, there's a good chance someone very smart will. So
all right. So thank you for that question. All right. That'll probably, I don't think we have time to do more questions, but a couple of things. We have an affiliate program and they'll put the link to get more information. But briefly, I'll just explain, if you have a Facebook group or you do YouTube videos or you just have your own little seller group, you can make big time money by signing people up. We have, as far as I know, and I've been in the business just, for a few years, a couple of years, so I'm not, old timer, but I have never seen an affiliate program as potentially lucrative as this. It comes down to literally $200 to $300 overall. Eventually, if you consider our lifetime value, if you sign up somebody, that means you're basically guaranteeing yourself almost like $200, $300 or more. And that's just one person. All right. Imagine if you sign up 10, 50. You can do the math, guys. All right. So our affiliate program is very, very lucrative. If you want more information on it, how can they get that, Matt?
Yeah, crushit.online. Go ahead and apply there, and Michelle and the rest of the team will help you out. I want to actually back Bradley up on this. I was an affiliate marketer myself in a past life, and there is like no other program or affiliate network or anything that is this favorable commission-wise. And I think Helium 10 and Crush It and the other offers that we have inside Crush It is an affiliate's best friend. So super affiliate friendly. And we're on your side. We're here to help you out, make a bunch of money, and also help you promote Helium 10 and the tools to use.
Jacob, make sure to, Jacob says he applied for the affiliate program. You get replies within 6 hours. So if you don't get an email within like 6 to 8 hours, something's wrong. So please check your junk mail, Jacob. They might be waiting on something for you. I personally oversee that, and I know that there's nothing in the backlog. So if not, the email address, what's the email address that they can email? What's Michelle? I don't know Michelle's. Michelle.v
at Helium 10. Yep.
Michelle.v at helium10.com. But Jacob, I guarantee you email that, you'll get a reply by the morning. There's no backlog of 2 weeks. We get to this stuff right away.
Blow up that email address and tell her Bradley sent you.
Tell him Matt sent you. All right. All right. So one more thing, we have a coupon code for you guys. A lot of the stuff that we did today can only be used on one of our diamond or platinum plans or a la carte plans. If you are on a free plan, you have a lot of stuff that you can use, but you can't use everything. Like you can't sort columns, tons of stuff you can't do. So our code of the day for 50% off your first month, our 50% off your first month, this is codes. What is today? The 18th?
Those of you who have kids are going to love this one. They probably say this word this way. Code SCEWI.
We're not the ones who come up with these codes, guys. We have our code master who does this. And I told before I would come up with it. You guys know which ones I did or that Matt did. The first one was garden rakes. And then the one that I did was peptides one. And Matt did sleeping bag one. But lately we've been having some strange names. That's because our buddy Rich has been the one coming up with these names, and he has a good imagination. So all capital letters, guys. Don't sleep on this code because it's going to go off before they were 24 hours. Now it's not anymore. They actually these have been going out too much, so they said they're stopping it on the same day. So by midnight, it's probably not going to work. So if you're watching this on the replay and it's already 1 a.m., tomorrow, where you're at, it's probably not going to work. So you got to wait till next week to see if we have another code. So guys, don't sleep on this. 50% off your first month. Just do it. Go ahead and do it like right now before you forget to make sure that, the code doesn't go off. But guys, we have a, full satisfaction guarantee. So there's really no risk, even at the full price, there's no risk. But if you were even, hesitating about it because you're not sure if it's worth it for you, this is perfect. 50% off the first month. I guarantee that you're going to find the value in it. The only way that you're not is if you decide, hey, I'm not going to sell on Amazon at all. But sign up for that, guys. There's literally no risk since, if you feel at the end that it doesn't work for you, you can just ask for your money back. So make sure to sign up for that. And then if you have any questions, hit us up in the Facebook group, tag us and we'll try and help you. So thank you guys very much. Any other questions here? No, we got everything. All right. Helium10.com/questions. If you guys didn't have it, Matt, some closing words.
I was just going to say, Jacob, we got you. We'll take care of you. You're our man. We'll help you out right off when we get off the call. Everyone else, thank you very much. And we'll see you Tuesday, right?
Tuesday. And we're going back to the 10 a.m. one next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you.
Adios.